George says the MO1 bacteria has 7 tails with 24 synchronized and interconnected gears. How can mistakes do that? Furthermore, there are numerous molecular machines in the genome, like the polymerase, editase, etc., that perform through decision-making algorithms. Mistakes don't have foresight.
Diane.
Well, I think the summary at the end is rather good. Mistakes don't have foresight. No one's ever improved anything by mistakes. I can certainly attest for that when I write things for our newsletter. In fact, I think we all can. It's like saying that typographical errors will write encyclopedias. It just doesn't happen. And then if you try and translate that information into actual structures and functions, it doesn't build better houses, it doesn't build better machinery. So I think you've answered your own question. If anyone else would like to add to that.
I think, the DNA and the RNA, it's a lot like computer programming. I used to write computer programs. Now, I didn't write in machine language. That would be like the DNA. I was more like the RNA. I would write a program which would tell the machine how to write it. And, all the times that I made mistakes, it never improved my program. They say garbage in equals garbage out. If I made a mistake, just the slightest little mistake in my programming. Now, keep in mind, this goes back to the old punch cards where you type it up and you have a card and it's got little punch holes and one little hole is off, and the program doesn't work and it doesn't give you a good answer. Well, the same's true with the genetics, just a little slight change and it's not going to make this improvement. And to get a new organism, you've got to have vast quantities of new DNA created. That doesn't happen, does it, Diane?
No, it doesn't. You can duplicate DNA, but that doesn't give you new information. So that doesn't give you new understanding. You've just made a copy of the same information that you already had. It doesn't explain the origin of the information in the first place. And that's an important point that we will come to.
And it also as well, like just to add to what you were saying, Glenn, I used to write websites using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, which are coding languages, and just one character in a line, and the rest of the code from that point downwards would just not work. Had to be just pinpoint precise with everything, and just quite often you were sat there scratching your head, just like, why is this not working? And then you realize you've made a typo. You've made you put a full stop in where you shouldn't have put a full stop in, or a comma, or an exclamation mark, or something, and it's marked as a comment or what have you. It's the same with DNA. The slightest individual minuscule change, and it can have disastrous effects on the rest of the DNA.
And the complexity of the DNA is so amazing because it's it's got a base of four letters, and we write these advanced computer codes in 2 numbers, zeros and ones. That's amazing me, the complexity in the DNA.